and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Will the clerk call the roll?
Councilmember Ford.
Present.
Councilmember Jackson.
Here.
Councilmember Spillier.
Here.
Vice Mayor Tremont.
Here.
Mayor Burnett.
Here. We have a quorum. The fiscal year 2020 budget commences on October 1st, which is just a few hours away, and continues through September 30th of 2020. The public hearing is now reconvened to discuss the millage rate and budget. The first substantive issue to be discussed by City Council includes the percentage increase in millage over the rollback rate necessary to fund the budget and the specific purpose for which ad valorem taxes are being increased. The City Council will discuss the increase, the purpose, and the final millaging necessary to fund the fiscal year 2020 budget for the City of Port Orange, the Community Redevelopment Agency of Port Orange Town Center, and the Community Redevelopment Agency for Eastport Business Center. I think I read a line there twice. The final millage rate to be levied is 4.5254 mils per $1,000 evaluation, which represents a 3.53% increase in ad valorem tax revenues above the rollback rate. The rollback rate is 4.3710 mils per $1,000 of valuation. And at this point, I'm going to ask the city manager to comment on the increase in the rollback rate and the specific purposes therein.
Yes, sir. Council, before you is the final proposal for the FY20 budget. Our overall revenues increased this year by $1,980,580,580 from the FY19 budget, based on slight increases in various taxes and fees and an increase in the ad valorem property taxes. The total revenue this year is $40,647,130, of which $15,026,799 is from ad valorem taxes at a rate of, as previously mentioned, 4.5254, which is 3.53% over rollback and 2.23% less than last year's rate. Our expenses overall this year are $116,697,755, of which $40,647,130 is general fund, which is funded by the multiple revenue sources that I mentioned earlier, including the ad valorem tax assessment. This is a $1,980,580 increase in general fund expense from last year. That increase is attributable to personnel to the tune of $920,000 and operating costs over $1 million, to include high value costs such as the ERP program, an increase in fleet financing, an increase in contracting services, and an increase in the cost of building maintenance. We have included all changes you have made via the a la carte list, which leaves us at the proposed millage rate of 4.5254. And I open to any questions you may have. Dr. Niels is standing by with the slide presentation should you have any questions on the a la carte or any of the information that I've read to you.
Comments, questions, council?
Not at this time.
There being none, would anyone here care to speak to this item? I know Jim Cameron wanted to. Come on up, Jim.
Good evening. I'm Jim Cameron, Senior Vice President, Government Relations, Daytona Regional Chamber. And each year, our office, I put together this little budget matrix chart, the comparative chart of different cities as well as the county and school board of tax rates and general fund budgets and all. And I was just telling Scott, I just wanted to thank Dr. Neal's office, because every time I've called here asking questions and trying to get, numbers and such, they have always been, right there on the spot. And so sure appreciate that, though. And our our chamber, we've long supported maintaining a competitive tax rate for all cities because we see it as a means to entice new business and bring new business there. But you got a pretty competitive rate yourself. I mean, I think y'all the fourth lowest in the
Fourth lowest.
in the county.
Yes, sir.
So
Like it when
commend
you
you on
send
that.
chart out, and I'm able to glean that other information that you put together from what everybody else is doing, and makes us feel good about ourselves. a
No,
little bit, Jim.
and good on that. I mean, but you're still meeting the needs of the citizens in the overall city, you know, and such like that, though. And you got to have a competitive rate. I mean, if you're going to keep talented workers, especially first responders and all. And but again, we wanted to commend council and staff for sharpening those budget pencils. And like I said, we think you have a good mix of commercial and residential, though, that still provides everyone both sources an affordable tax rate. But I was just telling Jake, I also wanted to commend, I believe it was Assistant Manager, Alan Rosen's been working with FEMA up there. And this is something very much we, are trying to do chamber-wise, is to try to get those reimbursements from these storms. And I know he's been working on, I believe it's at Hurricane Irma. Mm-hmm. So, and I've worked with him some on that, though. And I know this still has to go through state review. And I was just mentioning, now we're taking a group up there again to Tallahassee for Volusia Days at the Capitol, January 15th and 16th. And that is one of the appointments we're trying to get, is State Emergency Director Jared Moskowitz. So again, I want to applaud Alan's efforts on that. But though in closing, we want to encourage the city to keep a watchful eye on long-term debt as it relates to various sources to pay down unfunded liabilities. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Jim.
Anyone else care to speak
Jim,
to
you
the
got
budget?
those? You got copies for us? The comparative rate?
I can give her one and make y'all a copy. I still
It's
got
the same
some,
thing he emailed us, and I don't know if you got it or not.
I don't think I
Yeah,
got
but I mean, I could leave one. I've still got a few little things to plug in there and such like that.
No worries.
Yeah.
You're gonna send us a final one when
I'll send
everybody's
one
done.
out later this week.
That'll work.
Because Warman is tomorrow night.
Thanks, Jim.
Thank you.
Jim.
Okay.
Anyone else care to speak? There being none, back to council. Any suggestions or revisions? There being none,
No revisions.
moving on to resolution number 19-52. Item 5, a resolution of the City Council of Port Orange, Volusia County, Florida, adopting the final ad valorem property tax rate to be levied for fiscal year 2020, being October 1st, 2019 to September 30th of 2020, and providing for an effective date.
Move to approve resolution number 19-52, adopting the City of Port Orange FY 2019 final millage rate of 4.5254 mils per $1,000 evaluation.
May I have a second?
I'll second.
We have a second. Keeping in mind, ladies and gentlemen, this is this one was revised to include the finding that we had to move this portion of the meeting to tonight because of circumstances that were beyond our control. Anyone here to speak to this item, council? Questions? There being none, anyone here in the public care to speak to item number 5? There being none, call the roll.
Councilmember Ford.
Yes.
Councilmember Bastian.
Yes.
Councilmember Stiltner.
Yes.
Vice Mayor Tremont.
Yes.
Mayor Burnett.
Yes, 5-0. Resolution number 19-53 for the city operating budget is a resolution of the City Council of the City of Port Orange, Florida, Volusia County, Florida, adopting the final operating budget for fiscal year October 1st, 2019 through September 30th of 2020 for the City of Port Orange, setting forth anticipated sources of revenues in the estimated amount of $105,599,032, setting forth expenditures in an equivalent amount, providing for an appropriation on procedures, and providing for an effective date.
Motion to approve resolution number 19-53, adopting the City of Port Orange fiscal year 2020 final operating budget.
I'll second that.
We have a motion second. Council comments? There being none, anyone here care to speak to this item? There being none, call the roll.
Councilmember Ford.
Yes.
Councilmember Bastian.
Yes.
Councilmember Stiltner.
Yes.
Vice Mayor Tremont.
Yes.
Mayor Burnett.
Yes, 5-0. Takes us to item 7, which is a resolution on city capital budget. Resolution 19-54 is a resolution of the City Council of the City of Port Orange, Volusia County, Florida, adopting the final capital budget for fiscal year October 1st, 2019 through September 30th of 2020 for the City of Port Orange, setting forth the anticipated sources of revenues in the amount of $10,377,087, setting forth expenditures in an equivalent amount, providing for an appropriation of expenditures, and providing for an effective date.
Motion to approve resolution number 19-54, adopting the City of Port Orange fiscal year 2020 final capital budget.
Second.
We have a motion, we have a second. Council comments or questions? Anyone here care to speak to this item? There being none, call the roll.
Councilmember Ford.
Yes.
Councilmember Bastian.
Yes.
Councilmember Stiltner.
Yes.
Vice Mayor Tremont.
Yes.
Mayor Burnett.
Yes, 5-0. Item 8 is a resolution on the town center millage rate. Resolution number 19-55 is a resolution of the City Council of the City of Port Orange, Volusia County, Florida, adopting the final ad valorem property tax millage rate to be levied for the town center tax increment district for fiscal year 2020, which is October 1st of 2019 to September 30th of 2020, and providing for an effective date.
Motion to approve resolution number 19-55, adopting the Community Redevelopment Agency for Port Orange Town Center fiscal year 2020, final millage rate of 4.5254 mils per $1,000 evaluation.
Second.
We have a motion, we have a second. Council comments or questions? There being none, anyone here care to speak to the item? There being none, call the roll.
Councilmember Ford.
Yes.
Councilmember Bastian.
Yes.
Councilmember Stiltner.
Yes.
Vice Mayor Tremont.
Yes.
Mayor Burnett.
Yes. 5-0. Resolution 1956 addresses the town center operating budget. Resolution number 19-56 is a resolution of the City Council of the City of Port Orange, Volusia County, Florida, adopting the final town center tax increment district operating budget for fiscal year October 1st, 2019 through September 30th of 2020, setting forth anticipated sources of revenue in the estimated amount of $474,021, setting forth expenditures in an equivalent amount, providing for appropriation and procedures, and providing for an effective date.
Motion to approve resolution number 19-56, adopting the Community Redevelopment Agency for Port Orange Town Center fiscal year 2020 final operating budget.
Second.
We have a motion, a second. Council, comments, questions? There being none, anyone here care to speak to the item? There being none, call the roll.
Councilmember Ford.
Yes.
Councilmember Bastian.
Yes.
Councilmember Stiltner.
Yes.
Vice Mayor Tremont.
Yes.
Mayor Burnett.
Yes, 5-0. Resolution 19-57 addresses the Eastport millage rate. Resolution of the City Council of the City of Port Orange, Volusia County, Florida, adopting the final ad valorem property tax millage rate to be levied for the Eastport tax increment district for fiscal year 2020, which is October 1st, 2019 to September 30th of 2020, and providing for an effective date.
Motion to approve resolution number 19-57, adopting the Community Redevelopment Agency for Eastport Business Center fiscal year 2020 final millage rate of 4.5254 mils per $1,000 evaluation.
Second.
We have a motion, we have a second. Council, questions or comments? Would anyone here care to speak to the item? Call the roll.
Councilmember Ford.
Yes.
Councilmember Bastian.
Yes.
Councilmember Stiltner.
Yes.
Vice Mayor Tremont.
Yes.
Mayor Burnett.
Yes, 5-0. Resolution number 19-58 is for Eastport's operating. Their operating budget. Resolution number 19-58 is a resolution of the City Council of the City of Port Orange, Volusia County, Florida, adopting the final Eastport tax increment district operating budget for fiscal year October 1st, 2019 through September 30th, 2020, setting forth anticipated sources of revenue in the estimated amount of $247,615, setting forth expenditures in an equivalent amount, providing for an appropriation and procedures, and providing for an effective date.
Motion to approve resolution number 19-58, adopting the Community Redevelopment Agency for Eastport Business Center fiscal year 2020 final operating budget.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Council, comments or questions? There being none, anyone here care to speak to the item? There being none, call the roll.
Councilmember Ford.
Yes.
Councilmember Bastian.
Yes.
Councilmember Steltner.
Yes.
Vice Mayor Tremont.
Yes.
Mayor Burnett.
Yes, 5-0. The adopted final millage rate of 4.5254 mils per 1,000 valuation is a 3.53% increase in ad valorem tax revenues above the rollback rate. In addition to the foregoing general operating budget millage levy, there is a voter-approved millage rate levy of 0.2725 mils to fund the debt service for the 2016 general obligation refunding bonds issued for public safety capital facilities. With that, I just want to say, Jake, appreciate all the hard work that went into creating this budget. Council has given you much direction on our expectations. I know finance worked very hard to pull it together, but it's a team effort to actually execute this budget, and we look forward to executing this budget and continuing to service the citizens much in the way they expect.
Yes, sir. Closing comments, obviously the staff worked very hard to bring you a budget that passed without much fanfare on second reading, which was a beautiful thing here tonight. Next year, I'm not going to say challenges, but it's going to be different. We're not going to have the same naming construct on our funds. They're all going to be names, not numbers. So the 506 might not be the 506 next year. So come into the budget season with open minds. Workday will be in its infancy of being in an execution stage. I think we'll go live in January, first few days in January, and our first meeting, Scott, was in March. That we're gonna try to engage with council in March to get ahead of the ball game with where you all want to go. So that's where we're going to go tomorrow or next year, and we'll all learn how to budget with Workday together. I think Workday will be easier to deal with. It might not give you the granularity you want in your budget book. However, it should give us the granularity we want live as we open up pages and look at what it can give us. The more information you put in, the more information you can get out, and we're looking forward to that. But a lot of we've wrapped up a lot of our accounts into bigger accounts to allow a little more flexibility, but yet still have accountability. So it'll be interesting.
Thank you.
Yep.
Marilyn, any final comments?
No.
Chase?
No comments?
Drew?
Nothing tonight.
Scott?
Nope.
We get to do this again tomorrow,
We do.
6:30 tomorrow evening. We'll see you all then. Thank you very much.